development on that new battle gear weapon that Emmerich was talking about. If you want to see how development's going, come take a look for yourself.
No, fuck it. You show me, okay? I'm busy.
Just send me a picture over the iDroid. Come on.
I'm attacking FOBs 3,000 times.
Yeah. I gotta grind for that Brennan sniper rifle.
Couldn't afford lights, Emmerich?
It doesn't really look like the drawing yet.
I mean, I also love DD, but it's specifically the dog.
Hey boss, do you not hate me yet? Look, I made a mug! Look! I got it from the version of Cafe Press that's still suppressed by Cypher. Come on! We can also get thongs with this logo on it if you want.
Don't say that like he doesn't know and have 5.
Yeah.
It's the most tactical of under things.
It's true. Alright. Well, Huey has made the body and a leg.
He made a box.
He made a
weird
box.
Star Wars luggage.
There's not even any, like, mechanics or anything inside that thing right now. It's just full of more Diamond Dog mugs. He didn't even build it. That's just how they were shipped. He's gonna... he just took the box. He's gonna build inside of it.
Boss, I know you're just coming off this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Massa Village after the CFA got wiped out there. They've been raiding the surrounding villages, so the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.
I don't want to shoot these kids, but I know a guy who will.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Oh, gotta take a shower before I shoot some children.
Oh, sorry, boss. I caught you indisposed.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
So yeah, I also have to, at this point in the game, if I want to, like, get good takes of missions, like, I feel it's probably not gonna happen, but I still have to disconnect from the internet while recording missions, because I don't want to, in the middle of a good take, get told, your base is being invaded! Do you want to leave? Because it's like, it's an option. You can go and defend your base, or you can just, like, let your soldiers try to do it themselves.
Right, right.
Yeah, I don't want that popping up, like, in the middle of a boss fight or something. Okay. Child soldiers, huh? Oh, one more thing. Normally, with these dispatch missions, we could only send 2 groups of soldiers out at once. Now, because we have more FOBs, we can send 6 at once. 2 per FOB.
2 apiece, yeah.
And also, before we take care of those kids, we got another wandering mother base soldier to get.
Sure, sure.
And also, because I'm good enough friends with Quiet now, I could tell her to just use a tranquilizer sniper rifle. Please don't shoot children in the head.
At least not fatally.
Yeah, let's put them to sleep. Okay. Mother base soldiers. And oh, by the way, we actually got this a little while ago, but when you're giving photos to Paz, every once in a while, you get a cassette tape from her afterwards. And these cassette tapes are just extensions of the Paz diary tapes from Peace Walker.
Yeah.
There are even more diary tapes we didn't know about that she gives you.
Where was she keeping them? Why didn't anyone else know about them?
I don't know, man. Yeah. Here's the first entry of her continued diary.
There is going to be a kind of festival held on Mother Base. They are calling it Peace Day. Snake and his men may be without a nation, but they are still an army, and that means sometimes they have to fight the bad guys. Of course, they should not fight at all. It is obvious to me that any problem can be solved with reasonable discussion. Maybe Snake and the others think so too, because the idea is to set aside war for 1 day a year and relax in peace. I do not know how it came about, but apparently Snake and Miller got the idea while they were talking, and everyone on Mother Base went along with it. To think that deep down they all share a love of peace, that makes me happy. But never mind that. Somehow I have ended up singing on stage. Miller was all, "Come on, both our names mean peace. It will be great." Why does that mean we have to be in a band? Then he roped Professor Galvez in too, saying, "Hey, Galvez comes from peace too. We are the perfect act." I am not sure Miller really understands the origins of the name Galvez. But then again, you always have to take Miller's talk with a grain of salt. What I cannot believe is he went and told everyone we'd be performing together without even asking my opinion. Now everyone thinks it has all been decided. I like to sing, but I have never had to perform in front of a crowd. I do not think I'm up to this. But everyone seems to be looking forward to it. I guess I would hate to let them down. And anything is better than letting Miller sing. Oh, that was mean. Miller said he was going to write a song for us. I wonder what it will be like. It is funny. The more nervous I get, the more I find myself looking forward to it.
That's the target. I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Alright. Yeah, they get very spooked if a trank dart whizzes past them. Thankfully, they can't throw grenades half a mile at me.
God, what a run animation.
Yeah. And last time we got one of these guys, I showed that you could, like, play Love Deterrence over the Walkman speaker to attract them. We also have this tape of pause humming. Like, the first bar of Love Deterrence, that also attracts them. But it's not as effective as, like, playing the actual song, because, like, they get attracted to you, but once they get near you, they just go like, "What the?" But anyways, if you go up to these guys and, like, try to interrogate them after you wake them up, you can. These guys, you cannot hold them up at all. They just refuse to be held up. And they also have so much stamina that a single full CQC combo does not knock them out. You gotta do it twice. They're very healthy still.
Well, that's how they survived 9 years in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Running around like a dweebo.
They,
in a war zone.
I'm thinking...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I mean, they could just be hunting for food, but also I'm going to assume that all of them are subsisting on the leftover Mountain Dew and Dorito rations.
Boss, the CFA soldiers deployed to Walla Yamasa have been annihilated. There are no signs of combat, nor any endemic disease. All the adults just disappeared. Only children were left. All those kids were ever taught was how to fight, and now they're free of the control of adults. They become a regular bunch of marauders, raiding nearby villages, beating people and destroying property. Our contract comes from the government. We're to locate this militia, these kids, and kill them. But I say we do this the Diamond Dog's way. The government wants these raids to stop. We can see to that, but not by killing kids. We're going to disarm, demobilize, and reintegrate them. A DDR operation. To begin with, extract their commander to Mother Base. Once they lose that kid, the one they call White Mamba, the rest of the group will fall apart by itself. Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that.
And?
Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least. There's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah?
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London, a press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden, a 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan, and then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Public broadcasts? Just radio and TV signals?
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological common points. But I don't think it's going to get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian, Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
They're nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English?
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind, we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static, and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown, people in that room with a common medical condition were made to listen to recordings in languages from around the world. It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them, or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
All right. A lot of weird shit still with the Devil's House. And also, before going to the mission real quick, if you want to make any of the security devices for your FOBs, you got to get blueprints for them. There's a
Of course.
There's like an IR sensor blueprint in this place right over here near the mission. When I recorded the previous episode, I was like surprised to see the insurance thing because I did not remember that being there, and I'm pretty sure it was a thing they actually patched in later. Because lots of people were like very paranoid and concerned about like their shit getting stolen, because it's like you don't even have to be playing the game for your base to be invaded.
Right, yeah.
Because like every time I do a recording, even when they're like weeks apart, I'll come back and it's like my base has been invaded like 3 times. Like, thankfully, I have never lost a ton of stuff, and I will never pay for insurance.
The White Mamba, Nyoka Yam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wala Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired ZRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Wala Yamasa.
Don't talk about my masa like that.
It's one of those missions.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, man.
Can I guess?
I have a feeling that you've got a pretty good guess.
Okay.
I like this mission. It's not a very long one, but there's some pretty fun stuff you can do near the end of this one. But yeah, we'll have 2 playthroughs for this. We got Big Boss. We'll also have a little bit of Vapor Snake near the end. No Venom Snake, obviously. I can't shoot children. It's game over, man.
Your target, the White Mamba, showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation. They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander. If things get rough, neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
Maybe scold them harshly. Have you tried teaching them to play baseball, and then they'll learn about themselves and each other?
Look, we could approach every kid, like, without even having to sneak, if we could just develop some type of chair that we can sit on and backwards. and just approach them that way.
Boss, I've put together a new form of street dance in order to connect to the youth today. I call it crumping.
By the way, if you try to grab a kid, you can't.
On those kids.
They're too small.
To throws or punches.
The children are too small to get in a proper CQC grab.
But you are encouraged to punch them unconscious.
Yep. Yeah, you can still tackle children and tranquilize them and fucking just deck them across the jaw. And we can't fold them yet. We don't have balloons for that yet.
Still, yeah, okay, all right.
One day we'll have child-capable balloons.
So this is what the kids are listening to these days. Sounds like a bunch of noise if you ask me, but...
What type of music is Ocelot into?
The Stones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just-
big Rolling Stones fan.
All right. I buy it. Now, what's Miller into?
And Morricone soundtracks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Trying to think what Miller would be into.
Kiss. Miller's a Kiss fan.
I feel like Peace Walker...
He thinks Beth is the most romantic song ever written.
Okay, I agree that Peace Walker era Miller fucking loves Kiss. But I feel like Phantom Pain era Miller would denounce ever even liking Kiss.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're in tactical disguise
That's
all
true.
the time.
Yeah.
They're fully undercover. No one can reveal their identities. Until around the time this game takes place, when they took off the makeup, and what a mistake that was.
Yeah.
That's why Miller denounces them. They took off the makeup.
Right, yeah, he didn't like it anymore. So the child soldiers in this game pretty much behave exactly like normal soldiers do. They don't have as much like equipment variety as normal soldiers do. Like they get helmets and
they're
stuff.
Not as well funded, yeah.
Yeah, but you know they're pretty much always going to have AKs. They never get body armor or anything like that. They don't set up claymore mines. Like that. Good lord.
Uh-oh.
Hello. Why are you winking at me?
They got a fight lady locked up in their shed.
Yeah. I remember when I
Hey,
first...
you fit in adult-sized balloons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I first played this game, and like, from the trailers I knew there was going to be like child soldiers in it, but I was like, oh, are they going to actually do the thing that has been insinuated in previous games of him like actually killing kids? And I was like, there's no way they would let you do that in gameplay, but maybe in a cutscene or something. But like, when I was playing it, it's just like, oh, you gotta tranquilize the kids.
Subject is in.
I was like, oh, I feel like they might be kind of backing away from what they said Big Boss did, but then I was like, no, you're still punching the shit out of them. And I mean, that's still kind of fucked up.
Where are your friends?
I mean, I guess Big Boss probably didn't kill a lot of kids because he needed soldiers. So, I guess it does make more sense that he just fucking decks all of them across the jaw instead. Or karate kicks them. Kids, there are no, like, the child soldiers don't have radios.
Okay.
But they can still keep, like, send out, like, a base-wide alert if you get caught, because they have horns they can blow on.
Sometimes the old ways are best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, when we're looking for White Mamba, like, there is, like, a kid or two who will tell you where he is, I believe. There's no intel files or anything like that to find. But, like...
Well, they're all illiterate, you see.
Yeah. But if you just think about it, like, a leader of child soldiers, where would he put himself? He'd probably put himself with the big fucking boat. Oh, look.
Yeah, because there's a ball pit in there. There's...
That looks like the target.
He's taking a nap. But even if he's taking a nap, if you try to, like, snipe him, it doesn't really work out. Because the white mamba has, like, lightning reflexes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I think I just whiffed that shot, but even if you're much closer and you try to headshot him, he will dodge out of the way. It is still possible to, like, trank him from far away. He's just too far away. I don't really know how to gauge
Hey, quiet,
the shot.
trank the child.
Yeah, I could have done that if I brought her back to this base. But there are ways to still trank him. You have to distract him. So if you throw, like, an empty magazine or something, he goes to investigate that, that's, like, your time frame to, like, trank him. And it
Just go to the boat and punch the boy.
Yeah.
Give the boy a punching.
And it's also possible, but the time frame is it's really tight timing, and I've never really been able to, like, consistently do it myself. But it is also possible to knock him out by hitting him in the face with an empty magazine. It's just hard to do because he's very aware of his surroundings. So
all we need is a firm cybernetic boy punching. all this is just obfuscating the point.
well, I'm getting on my way to get on over to that child if I can punch him. Oh man, we're playing a video game where we punch the shit out of kids.
You're a hero, boss.
Woo! My heroism has gone up significantly. Oh, somebody just blew on their horn. But yeah, the white mamba doesn't, like, leave the boat. He just stays there. Even if there's alerts and stuff, he'll just hang out there. Okay, kid. It's your new dad. Here I come.
Just checking on you at lights out to put your lights out.
Pedina ange yandi, yine yabo ke bangaka, nyoke yampembe? Kimamosa ke somomononde, ya zini bibuti pusakan geve.
All right, let's fight the child.
Yes, yes. Rufio, Rufio.
He... Honestly, if you just stay still, you could just fucking trump him. Anytime he comes at you, you could very easily counter him with CQC. And if you do, like, do that, you knock his weapon out of his hands, and he'll have to go run and get another one.
Nice.
You can try to get normal, like, punch combos on him, but he's actually pretty dodgy, so it's a little difficult unless you get him, like, mid-swing. He also knows parkour. He can jump all up and down this level. Also, Quiet's here now, just sniping all the children for me, so that's very nice.
Well, that's good. That's good. Gotta clear the exits.
Yeah. She will also very frequently snipe the white mamba. Like, even right here. Like, if you have Quiet here, it's very likely that you won't be the one to finish the boss fight, she will. Because she has... As long as he's, like, up here at the very top, she has... It's very easy for her to just repeatedly headshot him. It's great. If you had Dee Dee here, Dee Dee will not come up here, because you can only get up here via ladder, so he can't help in this fight. At a certain point, the kid will start hiding. Very easy to find, though, especially with the sonar arm.
I like that this kid has such, like, he's so agile and quick. He's like some sort of fluid mamba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also throws beer bottles at you. I love that he can just smack it out of the air. It's so good. As Vapor Snake, though.
Ooh.
You know, the White Mamba very easily will dodge sniper fire. Rocket Arms, on the other hand, he is completely unaware of.
Thinks he can take you on. Use your train gun, CQC, anything you like. But teach him a lesson already.
Unfortunately, I was out of rocket arm fuel at that point, but... And then later, yeah, he also has Molotov cocktails in, like, the third phase of his fight. He also says that quote, you know, that one.
You lose, Commander.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, the instant...
Congratulations, you are now a father.
Yeah. And the instant you, like, beat him, like, all the kids just start scattering. Even if they see you, they'll just keep running away.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
But yeah, I like that little boss fight. It's not very hard, but it's fun. I like all the different ways he can counter his moves, like smacking the beer bottle out of the air. It's great. Because there's like...
And it does play him up as really capable, but also you're just chomping on some child.
Yeah, like, that kid is really fucking good at fighting, and but your Big Boss is just on such a different level.
Yeah.
I really like, there's no, like, effort in, like, that beer bottle smack. It's just, he just casually deflects it. It's so
Yes,
great.
It's so good.
Take this, child.
You're pretty good. Get you away. You're pretty good.
And now you're just teasing the poor thing.
Which one's your real dad? You don't know.
Get you away. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good. You're pretty good. As you're getting your ass beat.
Get you away. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. Get you away. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. Get you away.
Oh, man. And before we leave, there's also a blueprint over here.
Ooh.
It's like a...
So maybe they can read.
Yeah, it's a first aid manual. If I remember correctly, it's you need it for a later cybernetic arm upgrade that increases how fast you heal yourself.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh no, sunrise imminent. And as we all know, the White Mamba is a vampire, so you've got to go.
Mission complete. Great work.
Very early on, in like episode 4 or 5 of this Let's Play or something, I joked that, like, you know, Kojima read about 3 books for this game. Lord of the Flies is one of them. Mamba.
Oh, now you can tell her to aim.
Yeah.
Because she was so bad at it before,
Yeah.
just all willy-nilly.
Oh man, now that I have the word Mamba for emblems, I can make, like, Father Mamba. I should do that, maybe. Big Mamba. And also, I forgot to point it out. I'll put it back. I'll edit it in the video later on. The pig's head, the severed pig's head that's on the table in front of the white mamba, if you shoot it with a gun, it squeals.